You've been told that change requires effort, struggle, discipline, repetition. That if something is meant to return to you, money, confidence, clarity, healing, you must chase it, think harder, push longer. That belief is the disruption. What you are about to remember is this. Some things return, not when you reach outward, but when you touch inward. Not metaphorically, literally. You were never meant to strain your way into alignment. You were meant to signal it. Most people struggle with intuition, emotional stability, confidence, even luck, not because they lack ability, but because a simple reflex was interrupted early in life. A reflex you once had before language, before doubt, before effort. Watch an infant. When overwhelmed, it instinctively brings its hand to the center of the chest. That was not learned, it was remembered. Across ancient lineages, never written for the public, never dramatized, there was quiet agreement about one thing. The heart is not symbolic. It is a gate, not a pump, a receiver. When your hand rests there, something ancient inside you recognizes itself. This is the forgotten principle. Attention plus contact awakens circulation, not of blood, but of meaning. When you touch your heart deliberately, even briefly, you are not doing anything. You are allowing something that already knows how to respond. 10 seconds is enough, because the body does not need convincing. It needs permission. You are not visualizing. You are not affirming. You are not fixing. You are reminding the nervous system that it is safe to release what it has been holding back. And when that happens, return begins. People assume money comes from effort. But money follows coherence. They assume intuition is rare, but intuition returns when the signal is no longer drowned out. They assume confidence must be built, but confidence is what remains when inner resistance softens. Place your hand on your heart once a day, not as a ritual, but as recognition. No posture, no words, no emotion required, just contact. In the first few days, nothing dramatic appears. That is intentional. The system is recalibrating, not performing. You may notice subtle things instead. A thought resolving on its own. Attention dissolving without reason. A memory surfacing and then releasing. A decision becoming obvious. These are signs of return. By the end of the week, people often report coincidences they can't explain. Messages arriving at the right moment, money appearing through unexpected channels, a calm confidence replacing internal noise, not because they asked, but because they stopped interrupting. Something in you has been waiting for your hand. And when you touch it, even for 10 seconds, it remembers the rest. By the second week, the change is no longer subtle. You don't feel new. You feel familiar. As if you've returned to a version of yourself that existed before, tension became normal. This is when emotional weight begins to lift without analysis. Old reactions lose their charge. Situations that once drained you pass through without leaving residue. The heart, when acknowledged daily, reorganizes priority, not through thought, through rhythm. This is why memories begin to reorder themselves, not resurfacing to haunt you, but to complete themselves. What was unfinished inside you quietly finishes. Confidence returns in a way that surprises you. Not loud, not performative, just stable. You stop explaining yourself. You stop rehearsing conversations that never happen. You notice your posture change before your mindset does. By the third week, something even deeper occurs. You begin to feel timed correctly. You arrive when you are meant to arrive. You speak when it matters. You hesitate at the right moments and act without hesitation at others. This is what people once called luck, not chance. Alignment. Pain responds to this too. Not because you are healing it, but because the body no longer needs to hold it as a message. When the heart is heard, the body stops shouting. And perhaps the most important return is this: you stop waiting for permission. You move with a quiet authority, not imposed, not asserted, simply recognized. Others feel it before you notice it yourself. This is not a technique, it is a reunion. 10 seconds a day was never about time. It was about consistency of acknowledgement. The heart does not demand devotion, only remembrance. So each day, when your hand rests there, even briefly, say nothing. Let the return speak for itself. And seal this knowing with what you already feel, not what you hope for. I am aligned. What belongs to me returns. What no longer serves me releases. I move in rhythm with what I am.